Our biggest sale of the year is happening right now during the Season of Inspiration at Team Mazda. Now's your chance to get 0% financing for 60 months on a new Mazda CX-5 and make no payments for 90 days. Get savings on top of savings right now at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you have plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Good morning. Happy Friday morning. Whew, we've made it to a Friday, and so have you. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Now.
Just in time, a little for those who can see, and it's not too washed out. A hint of green on the state capitol.
Yeah.
You can see it topped with red. Some Christmas colors, obvious. It is the season. It's a pretty looking shot.
Can you believe less than 19 days now from Christmas Day? Where is this time going?
I don't know. I can't believe it's already December. 2024 around the corner.
Oh gosh, it's
Next thing you know, I'm like 80 years old, and I don't even.
Still looking young and fine, I tell you.
No.
Young and fine.
Yeah.
That's how our whole team looks.
Hey.
Yeah, speaking of our team, we got Jared Silverman in
I
from the
saw
weather
that.
team today. Jared, it felt like Christmas earlier this week, but this weekend it's going to be a different story.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge difference from Saturday to Sunday. Saturday is going to be really warm ahead of the front and then much, much cooler behind it on Sunday. Out your door right now, we've got mostly cloudy conditions. We've got Christmas colors for the downtown capital, Our Lady of the Lake Sky 9. We're at 56 degrees right now, and it will be a relatively warmer day. Highs expected in the low 70s later today. Got a pair of 6s for a high yesterday, and we actually did make it down overnight to the upper 40s, but we really have warmed up just in the past couple of hours. So starting in the mid 50s, and definitely the temperature weather roller coaster is definitely necessary as we go into the weekend. High temperature on Saturday will be right around 80 degrees. The high temperature one day later on Sunday, 57. So that is going to be a shock to the system, that is for sure. What we're seeing on live local radar is not as taxing as it really looks. I would say maybe a few light passing showers this morning. We'll have a 20% chance both AM and PM, but whatever we get today will be light, will be brief. And by the way, this has nothing whatsoever to do with the big cold front, which is still well back to the west. Looks like it's not going to traverse our area until midnight Saturday going into Sunday. So that's going to be the best chance for showers and storms late Saturday night. But it looks like it's a quick mover, a quick hitter, gets in, gets out. Matter of fact, by the time the sun comes up on Sunday, we're going to be definitely on the dry side. The graph model is showing a couple of isolated showers for today, so that's why we're leaving in that 20% chance. And then for tonight, it looks relatively dry. In fact, I think we get through most of Saturday morning totally dry, totally unscathed. This is at 4 in the afternoon, and that line is still out to the west. As we get to 9 p.m., 10 p.m., it looks like it's right in our wheelhouse, and a couple of those thunderstorms could be on the strong side. By the time we get to 1, 2 in the morning, that's it. It's out of here, and we are immediately clearing things up for your Sunday. We're still in that level 1 marginal risk. The farther north and west you go, the risk goes up a little bit. And right now, I would say our primary concern is going to be damaging winds. The other modes of severe weather right now, not a big concern. Between 8 p.m. Saturday into 2 a.m. Sunday, that's the 6-hour threat window that we have up right now. And hopefully, we'll just get the beneficial rain and forget the rest. Whatever rain that we do get over the next few days looks like it is going to be on the manageable side. That's what the computer models have to say about it through the next 48 hours. And again, we've done some positive work in the drought monitor over the past week or so. Look at this. We've gone down a category from exceptional down to extreme, and slowly but surely we're going to step down over the next few weeks. Good news there. Starting in the mid 50s this morning, going to about 72 in the afternoon. And again, isolated showers are going to be possible both AM and PM. Then for tonight, we look dry. The overnight low down to 60 degrees. And again, just a wholesale difference between the 80-degree high on Saturday and the 57-degree high on Sunday. But Sunday, by the way, looks like a nice dry day. It's just going to be on the cold side. And by the way, we get even colder than that. Monday and Tuesday morning of next week, we're right back down to the mid-30s. So yeah, weather is definitely all over the place, Johnny.
But no snow day. No snow day.
Not yet. Maybe.
Steve
Fingers
hates it
crossed.
when I say that. Thank you, Jared Silverman. Good morning, everybody. Well, if you're going out of a flight out of the Baton Rouge Metro Airport, your drive to the airport right now on 110 is okay for the time being, but we do have a fire, another vehicle fire on 110 northbound past the airport. Kind of give you some bearings on where we are. This is, I'll paint some of these streets in. This is Harding Boulevard right here. There's the Baton Rouge Metro Airport veterans that you take up to the terminal. Right past that, closer to Highway 61, Scenic Highway, we have a car fire, but right now what the officials are doing is they're forcing you off at Highway 19 right now so that they can deal with that car fire. And the backup on I-110 is very, very minimal right now near the airport. So again, if you've got an early morning flight right now, the snapshot's not bad. In fact, that upper right-hand corner, that's your airport exit. In fact, it may be hard to see right here on WAFB Plus if you're looking at it on a smaller screen. So I'm going to kind of go in on that camera shot for you very quickly, and you can see that the Harding Boulevard exit and all the way to that exit, you're absolutely fine. So until it backs up to that point, and hopefully it won't, we'll keep an eye on that for you. 110 northbound near Scenic Highway 61, little car fire there. 7:00-something. 7:08, 8 minutes after. Go back to Studio B with a little update on 7:00-something. Little update on some of the things you're watching for us here in Studio B. It's Matt and Liz. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Johnny. Yeah, it doesn't matter what time it is. We're just moving through this Friday morning. That's all that matters, my friend.
Move forward.
That's it. Speaking of moving forward, a new contract renewal is not for EBR Superintendent Dr. Cito Narcisse. The school board holding a special meeting last night to talk specifically about this, which raised a lot of concern because we're talking about a $50,000 increase per year, a base salary of $310,000. Right. That's big money.
So I think when you talk about those numbers, that rubbed a lot of folks the wrong way. They're seeing gigantic number increases. Right. And look, superintendents of big school districts all over the country make big paychecks. But I think there's been a lot going on just this year alone when you talk about bus driver issues and bus driver strikes. Yeah. And then when you talk about a lack of money, for the school board saying we don't have enough money for raises for teachers, staff, and other support personnel. And then when you see these big numbers, right, that I think rubbed a lot of folks the wrong way. It was a packed meeting last night, special meeting of the board. In the end, they go 5-4 against this proposal. So what's next? That's not the end of all this. A new proposal could come. You can walk away. Who knows what he wants to end up doing? Right. Just this proposal has been shot down. Is a new one about to be on the table? That's the next step. The
school board president says they have to work on what that next step is, and then, of course, they'd have to vote on it again. So we'll keep tabs on that and let you know what happens next.
Okay, so all that's going on. This is going on as well. You and I were just talking about this. There's a little bit of a back. This is not just the alcohol control board taking a local restaurant to task over a permitting issue. There's a little bit more going on with Boyle and Rue, cited now though for just one violation. Yes,
so this all stems back from a Cinco de Mayo party where people in the area behind Boyle and Rue, neighbors, they complained that the party was being too loud. Well, the Boyle and Rue owner says, well, we got a permit that said we could have a party, and it was specifically for that night. Well, when people came, authorities came that night to complain from the owners there in the local area, or the homeowners. They were saying that they did not have that proper permit. Well, the attorneys for Boyle and Rue says they did. They paid for it and everything, so they threw the party with the understanding that they had it. So back and forth has been happening there with the alcohol beverage control board, and last night they decided to fine Boyle and Rue just the cost of their original permit. I believe it's some $300 there. That's the only fine that they're going to have moving forward. But will this set a precedent for other cases like this before the board? We're going to see how that pans out, but in the meantime, the owner having to pay now just a $300-something fine.
After all that, that's what it is. I want to let you know, this is going on. Clearly it is. We've got shipping deadlines quickly approaching when it comes to holidays, getting the gifts in the mail. Callie was talking about it this morning.
If you have something to ship off, given Amazon, UPS, FedEx, or any of the different delivery companies, make sure you get it in sooner. Next week, the week beyond that, it's going to be insanely busy for these delivery companies. And remember, you will always shell out more money the later you wait. So go ahead and take care of that this weekend.
Hey, speaking of taking care of stuff, you got a deadline today out in Livingston Parish. If you need a little bit of help, actually, their Christmas crusade's been going on for a while, but today is the last day to be a part of this.
Remember to take a look at this very story on our 9 News app to find out what forms you need to bring when you go in person to apply for that program today. Because again, Christmas is about, 19 days away now, so those gifts need to be purchased, wrapped, and then delivered to Santa's elves to make it under the tree.
There's a lot that goes into it, so that deadline is today. Hey, speaking of getting around and shopping, Gonzales, the holiday market, out at the Lamar Dixon Expo Center. One of those great spots for this kind of an event.
Keep in mind, there is a certain age limit for children if you want to bring them in, but you have to buy tickets before you make your way there. We've got the link for you here on the 9 News app too.
Should be a lot of fun. Hey, get your pets vaccinated for free this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard free and vaccination for the pets.
Yes.
What a great opportunity.
300 different vaccinations that they want to give all away. They're also microchipping pets too.
Oh,
So
sure.
if you still need to take care of that, well, tomorrow's the day to do it. 10 to noon tomorrow there at the PetStar Animal Care there in Airline Highway. You do have to register for
Right.
this, so please be aware of that. And we've got the link in this story as well.
Speaking of tomorrow, come on. It's got to
It's
be.
happening.
It's happening,
Yeah.
right? The third Heisman Trophy for LSU.
We're all
picked
wearing
up by
purple and gold for a reason.
QB5?
Yeah.
Come on.
All eyes will be in New York as we
Yeah.
wait to see ESPN 7 o'clock
7
tomorrow
o'clock.
is when that
Good
ceremony
time.
is happening. Yesterday, though, let's take you
Look.
back for a big win.
That was huge. So Southern Lab, look, there's so many divisions when it comes to football, from
Yeah.
all the different, single A, double A, and then the select, the non-select. There's literally like 20 different state champions
Yeah.
down here, right? But you got to win it, and they did. Actually, this is their second title in 3 years
I
for
love
Southern
that.
Lab, beating Riverside Academy. They had the lead early, and then they lost the lead. They had to come back, and they did. They came back 42-35, second title in a few years. We still have more area teams
Yeah.
to play for state titles. So I bet, just like last night, our 9 sports team will be in the Dome covering it for everybody.
Kevin Batiste will be there as Jacques Doucet is in New York covering the Heisman
That's
Trophy.
right.
Our team is everywhere, making sure you have your sports coverage because this time of
Yep.
year, a lot of big things happen.
You're right.
We
Speaking
love to
of
see
big
that.
things,
Ah.
okay, so this is just one. We got
Yeah.
a Christmas parade and all this stuff going in Morganza.
Yeah.
The Morganza stuff is on Sunday, right?
Yes.
They got a big extravaganza, and the parade rolls at 1 o'clock. The Jones Creek Parade, that rolls on Sunday in Baton Rouge as well. Of course, we got some Saturday parades.
Starting with the Gus Young Parade
Mm-hmm.
happening in the city of Baton Rouge, and then later on in the evening, we got the Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade. Remember, Jared mentioned that we're watching the forecast to see
Mm-hmm.
when that rain, if that could impact the parade, but right now that severe weather threat is looking like it's going to come after. So, Jared, we're still going to keep our eyes on all of this. A lot could change, I think, in 24 hours, so we're asking people to pack their ponchos.
Yeah, I think as far as severe weather, we're going to be okay there because that's not going to be till later in the night, but there could be a few prefrontal showers during that parade. Fingers crossed, we might be able to get it in unscathed. It's all timing and
I think
luck
you're
of the
going to be
draw.
okay because if it does rain on the parade, Caparata's the one we're going to blame.
Oh, I love
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Wow.
Jay's going to be out there.
Yeah, I know. He may get something while we're out there.
Just step away from him.
Right.
Just keep your distance.
Sorry.
Let him take the.
Yeah, the heat. Oh, you guys are just the messenger. Just the messenger. I tell you what, it's still shaping up to be a good weekend. Lots on tap, and we're going to follow all of it for you. And we'll see you in 10 minutes.
Celebrate this holiday season with the gift of a new Honda during Happy Honda Days at Team Honda. And now you can make no payments for 90 days on our biggest selection of Hondas this year, making this the happiest time of the year. Come save now at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.